Taking on the Indians of Jackson. We'll be bringing you the game after this. And possibly a warning from the coach about Bell in the second half of this basketball game. Again, this is the junior varsity getting kicked off. I don't understand that the Indians lead the first quarter. Right now. We'll take our first commercial break of the evening. When I come back, Charlie Duckworth is going to be on the call and bring you some of the live JV action here from Joe Parkinson Gymnasium in Caruthersville. Thanks for tuning in to the Blue Deal Sports Network.
Life is a balancing act, but banking doesn't have to be. First State Community Bank's new digital banking fits seamlessly into your lifestyle, putting you in control of your finances more conveniently than ever, so you can bank on your terms and your time. With credit monitoring, card controls, and sharing tools all at your fingertips, it might be time to celebrate. With First State Community Bank, banking is always in motion. Simplify your life and explore our digital banking today.
Pizza Heaven, located at 503 Ward Avenue, Caruthersville, Missouri. You can eat in, take out, or get delivered. So make sure you call them at 573-333-0490 or go by and see Chrissy and the gang. Once again, that's 503 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville, Missouri, where they offer more than great pizza. Little Pizza Heaven, a Caruthersville tradition.
Welcome back. Again, this is the junior varsity basketball team from the Tigers taking on the Indians of Jackson. And we got ourselves a close contest so far. It is, well, that's like it's over. 11 all. As we just start the second quarter, we'll have, of course, the varsity game coming up after this one. As the Indians drive. Corner, sloppy ball handling, but finally recovered, kicked out to the top, not to the wing. And stolen by the Tigers. Going the other way. Thinking about a three. And making a three. And the Tigers have their first lead since the start of the game. It's now 14-11 for Caruthersville. On top, we'll take a quick timeout as they have on the floor, and we'll get you back to the action. You're listening to the Blue Deal Sports Network.
Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service is an in-home supportive care provider serving the area from locations at 1119 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville and at 511 East Elm in Marston, Missouri. Glowing Hearts has friendly, professional employees who provide home nursing visits along with personal and homemaker services to enable clients to remain at home. There is a difference. See for yourself by calling Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service in Caruthersville at 922-5056 or in Marston at 643-2537.
Welcome back here to Joe Parkinson Gymnasium as the JV Caruthersville Tigers currently lead the JV Jackson Indians 14-11. As you saw about 2 timeouts ago, there was a buzzer beater 3 by Jordan Moten, and he commits a foul right there on the play on number 5 of Jackson. We don't have names for the Jackson JV players, sorry, but I can name all the Tigers JV players for you, trust me. And now that ball is out on Jackson. Faison Taylor with the tip. This JV team for the Tigers is a strong unit. Really, I've seen them play in the rec, outside, and PE. They can play basketball. That's really all they can hoop. But here's Donzel Foster with the ball, pass to Bigham. Bigham dribbles, fakes a shot. Donzel's blocked by Big 15 right there for Jackson. Donzel dribbling, passes to Charmin Tillman. Bigham back with the ball at the wing. The pass to Faison Taylor. The three, no good. Rattles out. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's driving fast. They go. Blocked by Foster. Foster going down the court, pushing hard. You saw him in football. He's a runner. That foul is on the floor. Looks like it's on Bigham. It is his first foul of the game. It's just a simple reach in on the Tigers. Confusion on who's going to inbound there. Is a little substitute. Inbound here for Jackson. Taking it up the court. Tillman picks up. Screen. Tillman. Ooh. Out to the corner. To the wing. The shot. No good. Rebounded right back to Jackson. And that layup is good. That putback is pure. Tillman to take it up the court. Tillman, shot, rolls out. Rebounded by Jackson. They're going fast now. Picked away by Foster. It's just him. He misses the layup. Bigham misses the putback. Gets the, oh, Lord. Rebounded by Jackson. Here we go. Moten tried for the charge there, but no call as Jackson makes it a 14-13 or 15-14 ball game. They currently lead with 4:15 left in this second quarter. Moten at the key, dribbling. And that ball, kick ball violation on Jackson. It's still a Tiger ball. Taylor going to inbound here. He's going to pass it backward to Tillman. Almost goes backcourt himself. Crosses man. Tipped away. 15 by Jackson. He's driving. Oh, that's off the glass. Moten with the big block. Tillman gets it away to Moten. Moten, he's hit. They don't call anything there. Caruthersville's bench is confused as there's no call. As that is a charge on Jackson. Finally, the Tigers, who've been drawing charges all game, finally get one for them. Mass substitutions here for Jackson. Bringing in a whole new platoon, it looks like. Taylor inbounds to Tillman. Tillman taking it up the court. See what he can do here. Pass straight to the bleachers. Looked like there was a fan there. Someone was wide open at least, I can tell you what. Jackson takes the inbound. Now this is a fast team, this Jackson team. Jab step, screen, pick and roll, perfection. There's a foul. I believe foul on Foster there as he was going up for the, or as Jackson was going up for the shot. It's a shooting foul, 2 free throws here. That is Foster's second foul as Jeremy Abrams is coming right back up here. First free throw, good. 16-14 with 3:19 left on the clock here in this JV second quarter. Second free throw. Off the back. Taylor rebounds it and gives it to Moten. Moten shoots, it's good. Mid-range, Moten. Jackson inbounds it quickly to 13. Driving in. It looks like they're trying for a three. Adds a floater. No good. Rebounded by Foster. Foster takes it up the court too. Foster to Tillman. Tillman dribbling, past the screen. Taylor can take, oh, Moten, again, another three. Miss. This time rebounded by Jackson. They are pressing, the Tigers are. This is a signature Tiger performance. Almost tipped away there by Bigham. Moten goes to block that shot. It misses. Looks like he hit the hands as there's a foul on Jackson. Looks like over the back. Push on number 1 for Jackson. We are at a deadlock here in the second quarter. 16-16 with 2:16 on the clock. This has been fast-paced, to say the very least. Tillman will inbound to Moten. Pass right back to Tillman. Dribbling it up slowly. Pass to Bigham on the wing. He shoots it. That's no good. Rebounded by Jackson as that ball just moves. I don't even know what happened there. As looks like it's Tiger basketball. Came off of Jackson player. Inbound to Tillman again. Tillman's ready. Give him his moment. Moten. Just a little dribble behind the back. Some light. As he dribbles. Oh, crosses over a man. He gets foul on the floor. Foul on number 13 for Jackson. That is, I believe, the 3rd team foul this quarter. And it's his first foul of the game. Inbound, and there's some, see this inbound play. Long pass to Tillman. Tillman takes it. There's 1:40 left on the clock. Tillman dribbling to Foster. Foster holding it. See what he can do here. Layup, foul. Forces the foul on number 13 for Jackson. That will be his 2nd of the game. 4th team foul of this quarter. 16-16. 1.5 minutes left on the clock during this first half. First free throw good for Foster. 17-16 Tigers.
In case you have a splitter, and you can plug it right here, but on the stage there is plenty of power all over it. I know there's a chair, and I'm sure someone could probably get this thing.
Second free throw good. Substitute comes in. 5 comes in for 1 for Jackson. It's 18-16. Indians going to inbound here. They're taking it up the court. I believe that is number 12 for Jackson. Like I said, we do not have the Jackson players' names, and I can tell you all the Caruthersville JV players. As that is good, and we are tied once again with 1:12 left on the clock. Tillman taking it up fast. He's going for a layup. No good, off the backboard. Rebounded. Jackson's now the ones going quick. And 5, pass to the corner, to the wing. 12 to low post. See what he can do. Travel on Jackson. This Tiger defensive pressure is showing up today, especially in this paint. 18-18 with 56 seconds on the clock. The inbound to Rogers. Rogers is taking it. He just slowly passes it to Tillman, nonchalantly. Foster with the ball at the key. See what Foster can do here. He's going. That little acceleration. And that layup's good for Foster. 20-18. Jackson going fast. Foul on Foster. That'll be 2 free throws for Jackson on the foul on Foster. This is a marathon right here. First free throw for number 5. No good. Off the front of the rim. Foster comes out. Second free throw good. 20-19. Moten slowly taking up the court. Tigers want to waste some time here with only 20 seconds left on the clock. Pass. See what can happen here. Oh. Bigham in the post. Bigham. It's good. 5 seconds. Jackson's got to get something up quick. Out of time here as we get into halftime here in this JV ball game. It is Caruthersville 22, Jackson 19. We'll be back after a few messages here on the Boot Hill Sports Network.
We're for agriculture, for growers, doers, whatever it takers. We're for doing things with purpose. We're for the little guy with big guy dreams. We're for agriculture. We're for you. Nutrien Ag Solutions, leading the field.
Great food and electrifying atmosphere and entertaining people. Come on in to Home Plate Bar and Grill, located at 1710 State Highway 84 in Hayti, Missouri. No matter if it's high noon or closing time, it's never too late to slide in to Home Plate.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Hey, if you want a truck or a real fine car, Faulkner Auto Sales can get you cruising in any style. If Faulkners don't have it, they can get it. And if they can't get it, it's not even made. Go see Dwayne and Kevin at Faulkner Auto Sales on Truman Boulevard in Caruthersville or call 573-333-3800. And remember, if Faulkner's is not on the back of your vehicle, it damn sure ought to be. Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service is an in-home supportive care provider serving the area from locations at 1119 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville and at 511 East M in Marston, Missouri. Glowing Hearts has friendly, professional employees who provide home nursing visits along with personal and homemaker services to enable clients to remain at home. There is a difference. See for yourself by calling Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service in Caruthersville at 922-5056 or in Marston at 643-2537.
Welcome back to Robinson Gymnasium here in Caruthersville. You've been listening to Charlie Duckworth. He's covering the first game tonight, the junior varsity game of the Tigers against the Indians of Jackson, and at the half, it's 22-19, Caruthersville on top. I've been running around the gym like crazy trying to get everyone around here hooked up for the game, but the main thing is Boot Hill Sports Network is here and good to go. So, Charlie, why don't you tell me, what were you seeing there in the first half? I missed most of it.
It was cagey. It was defensive. The Tigers' post game was magnificent. Like, they could defend that low post like it was nothing. Look, there was, foul trouble for a couple already. Jackson has a couple players with 2 fouls, and I believe Caruthersville has a couple players with, I believe Donzel Foster has 2 fouls. He got taken out late into that second quarter after he got his second shooting foul, too.
And it's just been
another thing that I've seen is a lot of shot chucking. Caruthersville is just chucking it up after a little bit. Jackson defends Chuck, just go. The exact same thing that Jackson's doing against Caruthersville defense. They can't really seem to get a wide open shot. It just feels like they're forcing it up.
Well, that's one thing I noticed. Like I said, I've been back and forth in and out of the gym, but I've seen a lot of balls going up in the air. Not as many hitting the net, so I'm not sure if maybe it's the first home game for the Tigers. Maybe some jitters. Maybe Jackson's on the road. They're 2-1. They're looking to Tigers basically, I guess you could say, the underdog coming into this one after the start of the season. But these coaches and these players very, very well. With the Caruthersville up by 3 at half. Hopefully they can just right the ship. A couple more of those buckets to see.
Yeah, I mean, that's really all you can hope for right now is just to get higher percentage shots at the right time against this defense. This defense has helped, especially on the fast break. Donzel Foster had a wide open fast break where a guy from Jackson just talked him down. And
you watched him in football when he came in. Barely any defender could talk him down in football, and now it's looking like this Jackson defender can. Where was these guys in football season trying to get Donzel Foster?
Apparently they didn't get the message, or we didn't play them.
Yeah,
that's probably where they were. They were somewhere else. While the Tigers were too busy winning the Blue Deal Conference. We were minutes away from getting back to the action. I'm Jeremy Abrams. Charlie Duckworth has got the call on the junior varsity, and it kind of helps. Charlie knows these guys, basically sees them every single day with classes and in and out of the gym. So we're going to hear from a couple more of our sponsors and let Charlie get back to the action. Once again, the Caruthersville junior varsity lead the Jackson junior varsity 22-19 at the half, and we'll be right back after this.
Life is a balancing act, but banking doesn't have to be. First State Community Bank's new digital banking fits seamlessly into your lifestyle, putting you in control of your finances more conveniently than ever, so you can bank on your terms and your time. With credit monitoring, card controls, and sharing tools all at your fingertips, it might be time to celebrate. With First State Community Bank, banking is always in motion. Simplify your life and explore our digital banking today.
Hey, are you doing a jailhouse rock and would much rather be having a house party? You can call Moss Bell Bonds at 573-359-4935 or 573-333-2916. They're available 24 hours a day. Also having a payment plan and credit cards accepted. You can make bail 1 minute from jail. Freedom loss, call Moss.
We are back here at Joe Parkinson Gymnasium for the second half of this JV game between Caruthersville and Jackson. Caruthersville holds a 22-19 lead here going into the second half as Jackson inbounds early. Let's see, 13 with the ball. He passes it to 5, who's double teamed by Moten and Tillman. Tillman goes on to 13 though. To the wing. Stolen away by Tillman. Tillman going. Oh, he faked the layup. Faked me out a little bit. Early defense here. Almost rebounded by the Tigers. It goes right out to the 3. Bigham went for the block. 13 shot, missed. Rebounded by Jackson once again. Another 3. Missed again. This time rebounded by Moten. Moten is going to take the ball up the court. Here he's dribbling. Slow the game down. That's what I believe Coach Billings over there is telling him. As Foster takes a couple dribbles. Tried to pass it. He loses the ball. Tillman is just in the way. That was a tripping, I thought. Foster, is that a charge? It is! It's a charge on Jackson. Foster went for it. He put his body on the line for that. Bigham, he put his hair up and first, or at halftime. Notice that. Looks like Mickey Mouse out there. Passes it out to Tillman. He's going to take it up the court. Taylor with the ball now to Foster. Foster to Taylor. To Moten. Moten for three. Missed. Still 22-19. 5.5 left here as Jackson's driving fast. It's good. 1 point ball game now. 22-21 with 5:18 on the clock. Tillman goes for a dribble fake as Bigham passes it right back to Tillman to Foster for three from the key. Missed. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's came out here and they have started just rebounding that ball like it was nothing. It's early and fast as that ball is good. Layup good by number 5 for Jackson. They take a 23-22 lead with just under 5 as there's a timeout called by the Tigers. They got to get some adjustments here before this lead balloons even more from just 1 point. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on the Boot Hill Sports Network.
We're for agriculture. For growers, doers, whatever it takers. We're for doing things with purpose. We're for the little guy with big guy dreams. We're for agriculture. We're for you. Nutrien Ag Solutions, leading the field.
Welcome back to Joe Parkinson Gymnasium here for this JV game. Tigers are going to inbound here with 4:53 on the clock. They are trailing by 1, 23-22 here. Jackson leads. Tillman up the court. He passes to Foster. Foster, that's a jump ball. Possession arrow stays with the Tigers, though. Coach Billings just looks frustrated on there. That was a wasted possession, really. Tillman takes the inbound to Foster. Foster to Taylor. Taylor had the shot if he would have held on to the ball. Tillman shoots it. That's good! 25-23. Tigers lead now. Tigers picking up this defense right here. That's intercepted by Faison Taylor. Taylor to Moten. Moten all the way down the court. He's dribbling and he's going to slow it down once again. Tigers use them a lot to slow down this momentum, like slow down the pace of the game. Make sure the ball's in their hands when it's needed. Foster gets the ball. Foster is slowly, that's poked away by Jackson. Fast break here. Layup good. We are tied with just under 4 minutes on the clock as Tillman takes the ball back up. He almost went for the shot. That double dribble on the Tigers as Jackson gets a sub in. 3:48 on the clock. It's 25-25. We are neck and neck here in Caruthersville. So pass, inbounded, Jackson taking it up the court, slowing it down. I believe there's a mismatch they could exploit here. They really wanted to. But they don't. They pass it from corner to corner, coast to coast. That three, no good. Rebounded by Foster. Tigers picking up steam. Foster, layup, no good. Rebounded by Jackson. Almost a foul on Bigham right there. That ball, perfectly placed. That's good. That layup's good. 27-25. Jackson leads with 3:15 on the clock. Tillman taking it up the court. This game has been a sprint, to say the very least. Taylor, there's a foul on the ground here. See what it is. I believe he hit his hand. The Jackson defender hit Faison Taylor there. But they sub in another guy. They substitute fast, I can tell you what. First foul on number 12 tonight for Jackson. Moten passes it into Tillman. Tillman to Taylor. Taylor to Moten. Can Moten get a shot here? He hit that buzzer beater at the end of the first. As there's a foul. I believe it was a shooting foul on Jackson. Moten to go to the line. Tigers have been pretty good on free throws tonight. If they barely had to take some, but they've been good. Three fouls for number 10 on Jackson. The first of 2 for Moten. First shot. It's in. 1-point ball game now. 2:49 on the clock here in the third quarter. Another sub in. They sub out number 10 Jackson for number 13. Moten. His second free throw. Money. We are tied here with 2:49. The pace looks like it will pick up again. Moten picks up at half court. Foster and Bigham double team. Blocked! Oh, there's a connection there. I heard all ball personally from up here, but can't argue with the ref's call. Of course. Jackson gets 2 free throws. That's Foster's 4th foul of the game. Looks like he's about to get subbed out. Probably for the rest of the quarter. As that ball hits the back shot, or the backboard first. Shot is no good. Second is no good either. That one does not even hit the rim. Violation on Jackson's end. Tillman into Moten now. Tillman taking it up court. He's picked up at the key. Pass to Bigham on the wing. Bigham trying to find someone. He's taking it in himself. That pass is tipped, but Tillman saves it. Right back out to Moten on the arc. Moten trying to just find a layup, trying to get a foul there. Bigham gets it. 2:09 on the clock. It is 29-27 now. Tigers lead the Indians here in this JV ball game. Oh, illegal screen called on the Indians. 3 fouls to 1 in this quarter, or 4 fouls to 1 now in this quarter. First on number 15 of Jackson. Now, second quarter was even on fouls. It felt like Tigers foul, Indians foul, Tigers foul, Indians foul, Tigers foul, Indians foul. This time, it's the Indians just keep on fouling. 1:45 on the clock here in this third period. Bigham takes it in, fouled. He gets 2 free throws. 5th foul for Jackson in this quarter. 2 from, as they call it, the charity stripe. That's 4 fouls on number 11 for Jackson. You have to assume he is being subbed out here for number 3. Bigham's first free throw, no good. Something you noticed a lot for Bigham last year was him being able to drive in to the paint and being able to get these foul calls. I believe he had 9 free throws made in one game and about 12 attempted in a JV game last year. Second one, it's good. 3-point lead with 1:41 on the clock. Jackson inbounds. Jackson. Oh, little misconnection on there. Pass tipped away by Bigham. Tillman rips it away. They call possession arrow though. And that possession will continue with the Indians. Looked like Tillman had full possession of it before they called it, but you know, like I said, you can't debate what the refs say. It's their final say here in MSHSAA. Pass out to the arc. Went for a shot, it looked like, but he faked it to pass it. To the wing here. Moten tips it away. Tillman helps. They're going. Fast break. Pass to no one. There. Looked like it was going to Moten, but it took a spin for the worse there. It crossed up everyone, including my eyes. As there's a substitute for Jackson. 12 comes in for number 1. 12 back in here. Minute on the clock here in the third quarter. Bigham, I heard some contact there. No call though, as Jackson makes a layup with under a minute to go in this third quarter. 30-29. Tigers still lead. Tillman slowly taking it up the court. Trying to call some plays here. Get a screen from Taylor, but it won't work. Taylor's just trying to get the ball. That ball hits the ref. Tillman, there's a fight for the ball. And that's out of bounds on the Tigers. That was a very confusing play there. That ball hit about 5 people, including the referee there. 33 seconds, 30-29, Tigers still lead. Pass in to number 4. That one's tipped by Tillman. Tillman's fighting for it. Bigham gets it. It's a 4-on-4. Now back to 5-on-5. Slowing down the pace. They want to get the final shot of the quarter. There's 10 seconds on the clock as Bigham slowly dribbling. The pressure's building up for him. Here, as he drives in. He drives the shot. No good. Jackson, half court. Ooh! Just off the front of the rim. That one was a close one. We'll be back for the fourth quarter. Tigers lead 30-29. We'll be back right after these messages.
Life is a balancing act, but banking doesn't have to be. First State Community Bank's new digital banking fits seamlessly into your lifestyle, putting you in control of your finances more conveniently than ever, so you can bank on your terms and your time. With credit monitoring, card controls, and sharing tools all at your fingertips, it might be time to celebrate. With First State Community Bank, banking is always in motion. Simplify your life and explore our digital banking today.
Welcome back to the Boot Hill Sports Network. I'm Charlie Duckworth, and I'm here calling this JV game. It's a close one here in Caruthersville. It is 30-29. Caruthersville leads Jackson going into this fourth quarter. And the story of the game has been fouls. Donzel Foster has 4 fouls. A couple players on Jackson have 4 fouls. It's got a limit. As you see, Donzel's not even on the court to start this fourth quarter. They don't want to risk one of their best players getting that 5th foul and being out for the rest of the game when it comes crunch time in this close one. Tillman gets the ball right back. He shoots it. He misses. Rebound by Jackson. As I said, 1-point lead the Tigers have over the Indians. Moten, pass, 3. It's good. 32-30. Jackson leads with 6.5 on the clock. Tillman going up court again. See what he can do here. Jackson's bench is getting fired up after that 3. Moten for 3. He responds back. It's 33-32 with 6:18 on the clock. Tigers take the lead back. Double team now for the Tigers. It looks like there's going to be a lot of help defense in this next 6 minutes. As that drive, no good. Rebound right back for Jackson. There's a foul on Bigham. There'll be 2 free throws for the Indians. One could tie, 2 could take the lead. That's Bigham's 2nd foul of the game. First free throw, no good. They can only tie. They can only tie here. 6:03 on the clock. Tigers still lead this one by 1. Second free throw here. That's money. That one was beautiful. Low arc looked like Ray Allen. As Tillman is taking it up the court again. 33-33 with just under 6 on the clock. See what can happen here. That pass is tipped. Bigham somehow corrals it. Bigham, layup, miss. He gets the rebound, put back, miss. Rebound Jackson. 5:40 on the clock here in this fourth quarter. That one is aired out. That is Tiger basketball. Whew. What a start for this basketball season for the Boot Hill Sports Network. The Al Jackson Classic this whole week, and now this game is magical, to say the least. Tillman taking it up the court. He's got it. Picked up by number 11. He passes. Tillman gets the ball right back. The back. They're just playing hot potato with that basketball. Another pass. Bigham. Post up. Moten for three from the corner. Missed. No foul call there. Tillman tries to tip it away. Tigers are playing that press basketball that they're known for. Tillman, somehow. Timeout Jackson. 4:53 on the clock. With that timeout, we'll take a timeout here. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on the Boot Hill Sports Network. We got a nail biter here in Caruthersville.
Hey, would you like your own slice of heaven? You can do that at Little Pizza Heaven in Caruthersville, Missouri. You can eat in, take out, or have it delivered. You can call 573-333-0490 or go by and see Christy and the gang at 503 Ward Avenue, Caruthersville, Missouri. A Caruthersville tradition.
Welcome back to Caruthersville. Jackson just called the timeout. It was a mad dash for the basketball in the past minute or so. There's been a bunch of tips, a bunch of steals, a bunch of running around out here. It's looking weird, but it continues. Jackson has the ball. Oh. Jackson has the ball in their half of the court. With 4:53 on the clock, we are in a deadlock, 33-33. We are tied. Refs discussing something that just dropped. And inbound here. Fakes it. The shot right off the inbound. No good. Rebound Moten. Moten will take it up to court. No, he won't. He'll pass it to Charman. Charman slowly dribbling. Charman cuts two defenders. He puts up a mid-range. He misses. Foster's back into the game with his 4 fouls. That's the point of emphasis for Jackson, trying to foul bait. Oh, no. Rebound Moten on that layup. Still 33-33 and 4:20 on the clock. Foster with the ball. Tipped away. Tillman tried to foul. You just got to hope. Foster doesn't even go up for that one. 4 minutes on the clock. Indians take the lead here. 35-33. This is a thriller here to start the home campaign for the Tigers JV roster. Pass back to Foster in the corner. He misses it. Moten tries to seal it, but it won't happen. The pass to the corner here for Jackson. Moten trying to guard. Number 11 on the wing, guarded by Taylor. Taylor's been in this whole game. True Iron Man out here. That shot, 3, no good. Rebounded by Bigham. We were counting rebounds. He has to have around 10 right now. Euro, good. We are tied. What a maneuver by Jordan Moten. Jackson taking it back up the court here. Moten guarding heavy. Tries to get a little shove to get a little bit more space. That's a reach in. That is the 5th foul for Donzel Foster. He is out of the game for the rest of it. 3 minutes on the clock. We are tied. 35-35. Jackson will inbound after that reach in. Pass to the wing. He's guarded right from the get-go. This is just good face-to-face defending. Moten comes in for a little help. Pass back out to near half court. On the Tiger logo. Taylor guarding now. Taylor picks up. That one is good. 37-35 Indians lead with 2:30 on the clock. Tillman will take it back. Let's see what the Tigers can do. He almost passes it to Moten. Fast pass there. Chipped away, but Bigham gets it right back. Confusion. Timeout. No, out of bounds. I thought there was a timeout. I know it was. My fault, guys. My fault. It was a timeout. 2:09 on the clock. Jackson leads 37 to the Tigers 35. We'll take a timeout here on the Boot Hill Sports Network. We'll be right back to catch this action.
Great food and electrifying atmosphere and entertaining people. Come on in to Home Plate Bar and Grill, located at 1710 State Highway 84 in Hayti, Missouri. No matter if it's high noon or closing time, it's never too late to slide in to Home Plate.
We are back here in Caruthersville. 37-35, Jackson leads this JV roster. Storyline of this quarter, Donzel Foster fouled out. About 3 minutes left in the game. That's a key loss for the Tigers. He's been out there defending like crazy. And that's the reason why he has 5 fouls too. But the Tigers get the inbound. I was incorrect on the out of bounds call. It was just a timeout. 2:09 on the clock. Tillman tries to get some space. Pass to Moten. He catches it full extension on the catch too. Moten is dribbling. He shoots a three. Airs it. Rebound Jackson. Jackson flowing it down with just 2 minutes on the clock. See what they can do here. Pass up to the wing. Tillman picks him up. Tillman, foul. Reach in. Jackson will get an inbound. That is Tillman's 3rd foul of the game. A little short break for Bigham, who's tying his shoelace again. I believe that's the 3rd time this game he has tied his shoe. They're jumping for the ball. Tigers are. Jackson passes backcourt. See what can happen. Tillman guarding now. Moten guarding. 1.5 minutes left. Timeout, Jackson. We'll take a timeout now with 1:35 on the clock. It is 37-35. Jackson leads the Tigers here in this JV game.
Hey, are you doing the jailhouse rock and would much rather be having a house party? You can call Moss Bell Bonds at 573-359-4935 or 573-333-2916. They're available 24 hours a day. Also having a payment plan and credit cards accepted. You can make bail 1 minute from jail. Freedom loss, call Moss.
We're back here in Caruthersville after that Jackson timeout. Caruthersville is putting that defensive pressure on Jackson, just trying to get a turnover in any way to get the ball back before Jackson can milk the clock even farther. Both teams come back out from that timeout. I mean, and you see how the Tigers have played, you just expect them to try and defend. And defend's what they do, pretty good. So pass to the backcourt by Jackson. Double team Moten Tillman. Looks like some more help defense here for Moten. Moten's coming in on these double teams like it's easy. Another double team involving Moten. Pass to the corner. Pass coast to coast to the other corner. They are not shooting here. 1:10 on the clock. They just want to have this clock go down as far as they can without giving the ball out. Another pass. He gets a wide open shot for three. No good. Rebound Jackson. They could just milk the clock even farther. 55 seconds on the clock here. 35-37. Error on that play. Moten's on the ground. Pass to the corner. Pass to the paint. Pass to the wing. Passes everywhere. Another foul. This time on Moten. Intentional. I mean, there's 43 seconds left. You got to do something at this point just to try to even get the game close. There is a timeout called here for the Tigers. And with 43.8 on the clock, we'll be right back on the Boot Hill Sports Network.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
We are back here in Caruthersville after that timeout. The Tigers down by 2. They are trying to get as much pressure as they can on this Indians team to somehow either cough up the ball, get a foul, to let Jackson shoot free throws and try and get the ball back. There's 43.8 left on the clock here in this fourth quarter. Moten just committed his second foul of the game. You got to expect another foul pretty quick or just some defense. As 1-11 goes to the backcourt. Moten pressuring heavy. He's trying to get something. Trying to get a tip or anything. 34 on the clock now. Jackson's just going to show off their passing skills. It looks like a 90s Jazz game as Tillman gets the foul. As it looks like Jackson finally gets to shoot free throws. Probably not what the Tigers wanted. No. Just wasted a little bit too much time. The first free throw is good. 27.9 on the clock. Jackson now leads by 3. Their coach is yelling. Now Lamont's up yelling. Doesn't really coach in JV games, but he's showing some adjustments here fast. The second free throw for Jackson is no good. Rebounded by Tillman. Tillman now dribbling. They got to get a shot up to tie. Bigham for 3. Air ball. Intentional foul on the Tigers. 17.5 on the clock here in this fourth quarter. 38-35, that's a 6th foul of the quarter. That's Moten's 3rd foul overall. I mean, could say that's not the shot you want to take there. Should have probably passed it around a little bit more, but it's in the past now. You got to just hope for 2 missed free throws at least. As the first one misses. As I stated, 3-point lead for Jackson. 38-35 overall is the score. Second free throw is no good either. Bigham down to Jordan Moten. Moten, can he do anything? Moten goes for 2, no good. Rebounded by Jackson. It's tipped out. Bigham steals it. What is this last few seconds? Jackson's going to win the game. 38-35 is the final as Jackson's JV team takes the game against the Tigers. They run away with it. There, that was a insane last 20 seconds. But it's now time for the varsity game. It's time for some stars to shine for both of these teams. And after this break, we'll get to the pregame of the varsity game, where we'll be joined by Jeremy Abrams. We'll be back after these messages on the Boot Hill Sports Network.
Little Pizza Heaven, located at 503 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville, Missouri. You can eat in, take out, or get delivered. So make sure you call them at 570-0490 or go by and see Chrissy and the gang. Once again, that's 503 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville, Missouri, where they offer more than great pizza. Little Pizza Heaven, a Caruthersville tradition.
After a beautiful national anthem, we are ready for varsity basketball here in Caruthersville. After a tough loss by the JV, it'll be the first home game for the Caruthersville Tigers here at Joe Martin Gymnasium against the Jackson Indians. Indians coming in at 2-1. The Tigers, unfortunately, at 0-3, but look at the teams they played coming in. To have an 0-3 mark, you understand why. They started out at the Riverbend Classic against Marion and West Memphis. Those are two, well, the first one was against Marion was pretty well lopsided. And then another, well, a 24-point defeat to West Memphis. Big, big schools. And then the Tigers opened up the regular season against Poplar Bluff. That was just this week on Tuesday. The Tigers coming up short there, 60-53, but look to get on the right track here on opening night at Joe Parkinson Gymnasium and get their first win of the season under head coach Lamont Bell. We're all excited. We've been ready for this. It's definitely basketball weather, folks. It's cold outside. We want to thank you for tuning in to the Boot Hill Sports Network. You were listening to Charlie Duckworth calling the junior varsity game. What a game it was, back and forth. Eventually, it came down to the wire as the Tigers were rebounding under the rim, couldn't get their final mitts on the balls. Jackson got it, threw it down the court, and that was that. They came away with the victory. Question is here for tonight. What do the Tigers have in store for us? This is the first time I know that I've gotten to see them other than some video, and probably the first time for a lot of these fans. Big house here tonight. Jackson brought a good crowd, and Caruthersville, as always, here come the introductions of the captains. Jackson first to fourth. That's why on the rule. That is Tiger Nation. Captain Thomas. I'm going to say there's probably a relation there. Maybe not. It's a common name. Jackson. Ernst and Thompson. And here we go. The Tigers. Number 8, Devontae Alexander. Number 3, Sammy Bryant. Number 13, McVeigh. And Amarian Truss. And we'll get to you the rest of the names as we get to them. Colby Sargent, the big man, will take the tip, and we're just about underway. Indian, Tigers, but not those Indians you're thinking. This isn't the Battle of Boot Hill yet. We did see the ladies Battle of Boot Hill in the Al Jackson Classic, hosted by Hayti earlier this week. Indians took that one. Here we go with the tip. It is won by Jackson. Quickly moving up the floor, it's Thomas. Thomas is at P. Tough defense. Strong defense by the Tigers. Out to the top, a slip, and that's going to be a travel. The other Thomas slipped on his way, and it is a travel and Tiger basketball. Bringing it up the floor for the Tigers will be Sammy Bryant. Bryant. Well, we got a foul, a pushing foul. That's actually, I got a number cropped up. Monte bring it up. Now Sargent has it. Sargent is going to set it up top. Now out to Jamonte. Jamonte wearing number 5 instead of number 8, like football. Out to Sargent. Sargent pulls up for 3. He's going to air this one and out of bounds. Still no score. Just a minute, not even a minute into this ball game between the Indians and the Tigers.
Three attempts from Sargent misses, and it is Jackson basketball. That's Ivy from the top. Excuse me, Thomas. Thomas kicks it out. You hear that word a lot. There are two Thomases starters, and we're going to have a foul as Thompson was fouled for the Indians. And that foul was against Jamonte, his first of the night. Don't want to see that early. Still just 55 seconds in. Thompson inbounds it for Thomas to Thompson. Down low. Thompson and foul. And we will see our first free throw attempts of the night. They will come from Thompson of the Indians. Still no score. 1 minute into the game. Thanks so much for joining us on the Boot Heel Sports Network. First shot, short, no good. So we're still scoreless. 61 seconds into the game. Second shot by Thompson on the way. That one goes in. We've got our first points of the game. And it comes via the free throw from Thompson. Now Alexander bringing it up for the Tigers. He gets the screen. Now he's going to take it to the hoop himself. He's fouled. The shot's no good, but he'll go to the line. And that's the first foul on the Indians. The foul's against Thomas. Monte to the line. His first shot is good. We're tied. 1-1. Monte for the lead. No good. Rebounded. And it's going to be a jump ball. As there's a fight for it between Jack and one of the Tigers. Out driving. Monte kicks it out. That ball is up and off the glass, and those Bulls couldn't come down with the rebound. McVay's shot was no good. Pass down low to Thompson. Swings around, fakes a shot, puts it up too strong over the rim. Off the hands of Sargent and rebounded by Thompson. Excuse me, that was Ernst who got the shot. To go. And the Tigers answer right back with a three. 3-point basket good by McVay. Up into the rim and out of bounds. That'll be Tiger basketball. So it is 4-3 Tigers. Monte bringing the ball up. Monte drives. He's fouled and one. That makes it 6-3, and Jamonte, 1 for 2 from the stripe tonight, goes
to the line. 3 the hard way. Monte's shot is up, off the glass and good. 4-point lead for the Tigers. 5:50 to go. 4 points already for Monte, 3 for McVay. Now driving baseline. That was Thomas. Shot no good. Here come the Tigers. It's a 3-on-2. But then McVay slows it down to the corner from Monte. He thought about the 3. Now back out to the key to McVay. Up top, Sargent. Here's Sammy Bryant's first touch. Driving is Jamonte. Kicks it out to Sargent. Sargent for 3. In and out, but put back up. No good and a foul. I believe it was Ernst was hit on top of the head. No, it was Thompson. Fouled under the rim. And he'll take a breather. It was actually a foul against Thompson under the rim. So the Tigers have the basketball. Here's the inbounds to Jamonte. Jamonte kicks it out. Here's a 3. Not enough, but rebounded by Sargent, and they reset. Now a 3. Still no good. That one from McVeigh. Tigers steal it on the rebound. It's Germonte with the steal. He kicks it out. Thought about the three with Sammy. Now he goes with a floater off the glass and good. Sammy with his first 2 points. Here's a three-pointer from Jackson. No good. As Thompson tried one. Now driving is Thomas. He lost the handle on it and it goes out of bounds. Inbounds. It was last off the Tigers, and a quick shot under the rim is good. That's from Ernst. He's got 4 points tonight. Kicks the ball out to Sammy now. Sammy. Out to McVeigh. McVeigh driving. He's going to fake a pass. Puts one down low to Germonte. Germonte puts it up and in. 2 more for Alexander. And here come the Indians. Indians out to Thomas. He's at the key. Or at the wing, excuse me. He'll drive it all the way to the hoop and blocked. McVeigh said, nah. So it's 11-5. Tigers lead. 4:01 remaining in the first quarter. After the block by McVeigh, it'll be Indian basketball under the rim. They trail by 6. And it's actually no. They're gonna call that a. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Inbounds underneath. That's Thomas kicks it out to Forrest. Forrest driving, had it knocked away, but regained it out to Thomas. Thomas. And there's a reach-in foul against the Tigers. Once again, I'm not seeing double. 2 of the starters for Jackson's last name is Thomas, so you're going to be hearing that quite a bit. 3 and 4, respectively, on the numbers. No, 2 and 3. Excuse me. So now the inbounds for the Indians, looking for it. We'll dish it out, fresh into the game. That's Ivy. Ivy. Kicks it out. This is one of the Thomases. His up shot is off the side of the rim. No good. Here come the Tigers. Pass down low to Sammy. Bryant, the Bull. Kicks it out. Now back up to McVeigh. Jackson and then Sammy. Sammy to McVeigh. McVeigh drives and they're going to wave the shot off. He was fouled on the floor. So Jackson bringing it in for the Tigers. Non-stop action here. We haven't had a chance to hear from our sponsors. Now the Tigers have it. It'll be Bryant out to McVeigh. McVeigh dishes it out, and it goes back to Sammy. Long three from McVeigh, too long. And here come the Indians, a 1-on-3. Thomas's bounce pass up the court, no good, but tipped back up, still no good. Another shot tipped, it's still no good, but a foul. They had 3 or 4 attempts at knocking that one in, and finally, one of them will be called for a foul against the Tigers, and that'll send the Jackson Indians back to the line. Correction, it'll be an inbounds to Ivy. Ivy kicks it out. From the corner is Thomas. No good. Ivy with the rebound. His shot is up. Good and a foul. Ivy gets his first 2 of the night. And it is 11-7. 2:47 remaining in the first quarter. We saw a lot of timeouts in that first game. Haven't seen one yet between the varsity boys. Substitution in. Forrest will check out for the Indians as the other Thomas, number 3, checks back in. Ivy to make it a 3-point play. Shot good. And that cuts it to a 3-point ball game. 11-8. Tigers on top. Bringing up the ball is McVeigh. McVeigh gets rid of it. Now about a 20-footer. No foul called, surprisingly, and a rebound by Ivy. Deck is going to take it up court, dish it off to Thomas. Thomas back to Deck. Deck for three. This is a long one. And he's going to be called for a foul. Foul on Jackson, and he'll go to the line. Deck, that is, for three. So 3 shots for Deck. First one's no good. Tigers clinging to a 3-point lead. Deck's second shot. Did they wave that shot off? The shot was good, but the referee waved it off. So no points as Deck made one, but the ref waved it off. So basically they'll make it 0 for 3, and it's still a 3-point ball game. Here's McVeigh. McVeigh kicks it out to Moten. Moten throws it away. Still 11-8. Fast-paced game. Not a lot of offense. Total 19 total points as we have 2:05 remaining in the first quarter. Tigers on top by 3. Here's Deck. He's driving all the way, and he's fouled. He'll go back to the line for the second time. That foul was on Moten. And he's got 3 already. Truss has checked into the game. So early foul trouble for Moten. 3 in just 6 minutes of play. Here at the home of the Tigers. Deck's first shot is up and good. That's his first point of the game. Makes it a 2-point contest. Second shot. Good. 11-10 as Deck hits both of them. Tigers bringing it back up. Now up by just 1. Spinning and moving is McVeigh, but he traveled along the way. Took one too many steps. And now the Indians will have a chance to take the lead. Bringing it up is Thomas. For the Indians, kicks it out to Ivy. Ivy doesn't want anything part of it. Gives it to Deck. Deck back to Thomas. Shot up, no good. That was actually Deck that took the shot. Now it's rebounded by the Tigers and McVeigh. Coming the other way. McVeigh's going to take it all the way off the glass and in. Come on, McVeigh with 2, and the Tigers up by 3. That ball was tipped away, but it was knocked out of the hands by Sammy Bryant as it goes out of bounds. Good defense by the Bull, but it remains Indian basketball. 13-10, $1:23 remaining in the first quarter. And both coaches saying, guys, just let them play. There have been substitutions, but no timeouts. Here's Ivy on the inbounds. Ivy goes to the hoop and up and in. Ivy's got 5 on the night. And it's a 1-point ball game again. Just like the action we saw earlier in the JV game. Here's McVeigh. McVeigh thought about the 3. Now he's going to bring it out to the wing. Kicks it down to Jackson. Jackson dishes it off. Truss up and in. His first points of the game, as he came in for Moten in foul trouble. 15-12, under a minute to go. Driving as Thomas throws it down to Ivy. He lost the handle, regained it. Shot is up, but a blocking foul down low And that will send Thomas, number 2 Thomas, to the line for, nope, that's number 3 Thomas. Not just the names, the numbers just one apart. So Thomas, free throw no good. Once again, Tigers up by 3, 40 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. We have not had a spot, so I'm just going to do it myself. Thank you to all of our fine sponsors. We'll be with you all season long here. I'm Jeremy Abrams, and Charlie Duckworth right next to me. You heard him on the JV game. Second shot by Thomas. This one's good. Yes, his first point of the game. So it looks like McVeigh's going to slow it down as the Tigers lead by 2, 32 seconds remaining in the first. I say that, and here's a dish to Jackson. Jackson, bounce pass. Dangerous one to Truss. Truss up and off the glass. No good, but he's fouled. And Truss heads to the line. How about Truss to give us a little bit bigger lead? First shot, you bet. 16 to 13. .25 seconds to go. Truss second shot. Nothing but the bottom of the net. That's not copyrighted. 17-13, Tigers lead. Kick out to the wing. Thomas to Deck. Deck driving. A little floater goes. Deck's got 2 more. Five seconds left. Sammy Bryant for 3. Oh, just shy. And that will take us to the end of the first quarter. So, lots of action. These guys they gotta be winded. I know I am. So we're gonna hear from one of our sponsors, maybe 2. The cheerleaders take the court, and we'll head right back. The Tigers lead the Indians 17-15. We got a good one here in Caruthersville.
Little Pizza Heaven, located at 503 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville, Missouri. You can eat in, take out, or get delivered. So make sure you call them at 573-333-0490 or go by and see Chrissy and the gang. Once again, that's 503 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville, Missouri, where they offer more than great pizza. Little Pizza Heaven, a Caruthersville tradition. Hey, if you want a truck or a real fine car, Faulkner Auto Sales can get you cruising in any style. If Faulkners don't have it, they can get it. And if they can't get it, it's not even made. Go see Dwayne and Kevin at Faulkner Auto Sales on Truman Boulevard in Caruthersville or call 573-333-3800. And remember, if Faulkner's is not on the back of your vehicle, it damn sure ought to be.
So we've played one. Tigers holding on to a 2-point lead, 17-15. It is Jackson basketball, and Thomas to bring it up court. Thomas kicks it off to Thompson. Thompson's going to drive and kick it out. Back to Thomas. Thomas at the top. They thought about the shot. Now driving. He's 3-on-1. Ball nearly stolen. Lands in the hands of Ernst. Ernst has 6 on the night. Quietly for the Indians. Here's a shot up for 3, no good. Last touch by Jackson. That's the Tigers' ball. McEwing, it was the one that tried the 3. Here's Sammy Bryant for 3. That was too short, but rebounded. Knocked off the hands. Not sure why there wasn't an over-the-back foul on that. McClue to bring it in for the Tigers. And he's got it in the corner, now up top. Here's a 3, and that one's down! Finally, the Tigers get one. none other than McLuey. Now the Indians are kicking it around. 3-point lead for the Tigers. Deck, well covered. Now a bounce pass down low. Working, and that's a charge taken by the Tigers. And it was a clear and cut one. That was the big man, Thompson, driving. That's his first foul of the night. That's one thing basketball coaches absolutely love to see, is your players step up and take a charge in the paint. Now McVeigh dishes it off. McElwain in under the rim. It was Truss. Shot no good. And I've got a correction, as my picture from the scorebook was incorrect. I've been saying Thomas all night. It's not Thomas. It's Toma. So the Toma boys. Truss, second shot, no good. That keeps it at 20-17, but it's still Indian basketball. Tigers clinging to a 3-point lead. Inbounds from Thompson. Thompson pitches it out. Now a kick down low to Thompson. Thompson quickly moved it to the Deck. Deck to Forrest. Forrest drives. Now it's out back to Deck. Now Thompson with a little windmill of his own under the rim. He's got two more. 3 for the night. McVeigh gives it off. Now from the top, short. That might have got someone got a hand on it, or that was just an absolute miss. See, again, I think that shot from Benson was tipped. Either way, it went out of bounds. It'll be Indian ball. Benson will head back to the bench. Tigers staying in a man. Bryant all over Toma. He kicks it out to Deck. Deck kicks it out as he's triple covered down to Toma. Toma back to Deck. Good defense by the Tigers. Deck spin move up front, puts his shot up, and he's fouled. Shot no good, but he'll go back to the line. Deck with 4 points tonight. Shot no good. I got a little update. Hayti is up 19-10 over Kennett. That was the last update I got. We'll keep our eyes on that one. And Deck's second shot is good. We are all knotted up at 20 apiece. 5:36 remaining in the first half. Deck's now got a handful. Here's Sammy Bryant. Mr. McVeigh back to Bryant. Jackson, bounce pass to Germonte. He's back in the game. Here's a three, and it's good! McVeigh drills it. Tigers back up by 3. Here's Toma. Long pass. That is kicked away, and then now it's back to the top of the key, but a travel against the Indians. Let's see, Criddle is into the game for the first time for the Indians. Here's another three put up by Jackson. It was a little bit too much, but rebounded, well, off the hands of Colby Sargent. And now the Indians go the other way, trailing by 3. Here's Toma. He's going to drive, triple teamed, but he traveled. You can't jump, stop, and then jump again. That's a no-no. Or as the fans like to say, you can't do that. Tigers with possession and a 3-point lead. McVeigh gives it to Monte. Monte brings it up for the Tigers. Kicked out. That was to Jackson. Jackson goes back up top to McVeigh. Jamonte. McVeigh. Nope. Sammy. Jamonte. Here's a three from McVeigh. Off the mark. And rebounded by the Indians. Thompson with the rebound. He gives it off to Deck. Deck driving. Now he's going to get rid of it. Out on the wing is Toma. Bounce pass to Deck. Deck, a little 10-footer's good. Give him 7 points on the night, and it's a 1-point ball game. 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Tigers lead 23-22. Quick pass over to Jackson. Jackson down to Sammy Bryant. Back up top to Jackson. Bounce pass to Truss. Out to Sammy. Sammy for three. No. Going the other way is Deck. Deck passes it low, but it's blocked by Jackson and out of bounds. Jackson getting his big mitts in there. McClure checks back into the game. And a whistle on the court. That'll be a turnover against the Indians. And Tiger basketball. Jamonte moving up quickly, now slows it down. Monte kicks it out to McVeigh, now in the corner. And that was stolen. All the way to the glass, untouched, up and in. That was Toma. And that gives the Indians the lead for the first time in the game. Sammy Bryant now. He'll dish it off. McClure up for three, and good! His second of the night. Tigers back to a 2-point lead. Thompson kicks it out and gets it right back. Deck, a floater. And he's got the hot hand. That gives him 9 on the night. And we are tied, 26 apiece. 2:40 remaining in the first half. Good game here in Caruthersville. Driving it. No good. Rebound by Sargent. He puts it back up and in. Colby Sargent with 2 under the rim. Gives the Tigers the lead again. Back and forth we go. Here's Toma to Deck for 3. A little short. Rebounded by the Tigers. Saved by Germonte. And we have I'm not sure. Not sure. Germonte saved the pass from going out of bounds, and then the refs blew the play dead. There was no timeout taken. So now it'll be Tiger basketball. They'll bring it up. A little confusion on the court there. I think the ref blew a whistle he didn't mean to. But oh well. Sammy Bryant with the ball. He throws it down low to Truss. It's knocked away and stolen. Going the other way. That's Toma. And the ball is loose. A fight for it. Jump ball, possession arrow says Caruthersville. Another update from that Hayti game. Hayti now up 34-23. Well, I'll have another update I'll get to you. It's not a positive one. No injuries, nothing like that, but I'll get to it as the Tigers move. Monte's at the top. He's going to find McVeigh for 30, and you got it! The lefty gives the Tigers a 5-point lead. That was pure as silk, folks. Now driving is Deck. His shot is blocked. Rebounded by the Indians and Thompson, and he's going to go to the line as he was fouled on the rebound attempt. Tigers lead by 5. $1:24 remaining in the first half. So again, that score from the Gideon Bulldog Classic. Hayti up 34, I believe it was 34-23 at the half. Yes, it is. Hayti up. The Indians look to have a pretty good squad this year. First free throw from Thompson was good. That gives him 4 points on the night. Here comes his second. Cut it to a 3-point lead. No good. A fight for it. It's rebounded by Jackson. Saw the same thing in the first game. Now again, Thompson. This time it'll be a blocking foul. Goes against the Tigers and McVeigh. So Thompson goes back to the line. Thompson was 1 of 2 in his attempt just seconds ago. He's back for another attempt at 2 in a 4-point ball game. Thompson shot, good. That gives him a handful on the night. Second shot by Thompson, good. Hits them both. He's got half a dozen, and now the Tigers lead by 2. 1:15 as they slow it down. Monte's going to have McVeigh bring it up. McVeigh calls out the play. Driving, dishing it off to Truss, and we got a stoppage, a foul, reach-in foul. That foul goes against Thompson. That's his second, and he'll take a breather with a minute left in the first half. Tigers inbounds all the way out to Jamonte from the top. Jamonte, he wanted to shoot it. Now he's going to drive it. Puts it up off the glass. And what a move. And Jamonte, 2 more. 4-point lead for the Tigers. Under a minute to go in the half. Driving on the Indians. Kicks it out to Deck. Shot blocked. Rebounded by Truss. Long pass to Jamonte. He'll drive. Give it back. Here's Sammy, 20-footer. Off the front of the rim. And rebounded by Toma. This one, Toma, from 3. Got it! And it's a 1-point ball game. Alexander. Tigers may look for the final shot with 20 seconds to go in the half. Up by 1. Jamonte from midcourt. Gives it out to Sammy. 11 seconds. Tigers will look for the shot. Jamonte drives, kicks out to Sammy. Sammy for 3. You bet! Bryant with 4 seconds remaining hits the 3. 2-1, half shot. Oh no, we're going to have a half-court shot fouled as the Tigers went to block it. So that will send Deck to the line as we go to the half for 3 shots. He was just trying to make a little miraculous half-court shot as time expired, but was fouled. And that foul was by Jackson. That's his 3rd. So Deck's all alone. Misses the first. That's not like him. He's already got 9 in the game. He leads all Indians in scoring. 2 more shots from Deck. Second one's good. And 1 more shot. We'll be headed to halftime. All right, he makes 2 out of 3. That gives him 11 for the first half, and that'll take us to the half. So don't you go anywhere. We've got we've had 2 great ball games. The first one won by the Indians. Right now, the Tigers take the lead at the half. It's 36-34. Tigers on top. We'll take a quick timeout. Let you hear from some of our fine sponsors. Come back, recap a little bit of scoring, go back to sponsors, then we'll be back to basketball. You're listening to Jeremy Abrams and Charlie Duckworth on the Boot Heel Sports Network.
We're for agriculture. For growers, doers, whatever it takers. We're for doing things with purpose. We're for the little guy with big guy dreams. We're for agriculture. We're for you. Nutrien Ag Solutions, leading the field.
Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service is an in-home supportive care provider serving the area from locations at 1119 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville and at 511 East M in Marston, Missouri. Glowing Hearts has friendly, professional employees who provide home nursing visits along with personal and homemaker services to enable clients to remain at home. There is a difference. See for yourself by calling Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service in Caruthersville at 922-5056 or in Marston at 643-2537. Hey, would you like your own slice of heaven? You can do that at Little Pizza Heaven in Caruthersville, Missouri. You can eat in, take out, or have it delivered. You can call 573-333-0490 or go by and see Christy and the gang at 503 Ward Avenue, Caruthersville, Missouri. A Caruthersville tradition.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
We are live and at the half here at Joe Parkinson Gymnasium in Caruthersville. We've got ourselves a good one. It's the Caruthersville Tigers against the Jackson Indians. Tigers looking for their first win on the season, but Jackson is right there with them, trailing just by 2, 36-34 Tigers. Scoring for the Indians at the half has been led by Deck. He's the tall man. I'd like to get a height on him. I think he's probably 6'3", 6'4", easily. Deck's got 9, and then they've kind of spread it around as Ivy, after not starting but coming in off the bench, making an impact. He's got 5. Got 1 point from Toma, and then 6 from Ernst, one of the big men, and the other 6 from the other big man, Thompson. So they're really spreading the ball around. 5 different players scoring for the Indians, and that's where we have them at right now, 34 points. But the Tigers have scored 36, and Charlie's going to tell us all about that, Charlie.
Yeah, Jeremy, it's been an offensive showing for the Tigers, really. I mean, 36 points in this first half. They have really been led by their leaders on this basketball team. Quan McVeigh leads the team with 11 points in that first half, including a couple threes in that second quarter. DeMonte Alexander has 8. Sammy Bryant has 7. Xavier McClui in the second quarter caught fire, 6 points. Both of them threes. Amarion Truss 4, Colby Sargent 2. That's all the scoring for the Tigers. But the storyline is the fouling. I've been counting the fouls over here. The people with 3 fouls on the Tigers: Terrence Jackson, Dramonte Alexander, Gavin Moten. 2 of 3 starters. One of them came in to replace the other one. Gavin Moten came in to replace Dramonte Alexander after he picked up his 3rd foul, and he got 3 fouls himself. So this Jackson team is really good at getting the Tigers into foul trouble and have got them into foul trouble early. Now, they have 36 points. They have a 2-point lead, but let's just see what happens in the rest of this game.
Well, you're exactly right. That's going to be scary, is the foul trouble. A lot of fouls called because, like we've talked about, the coaches are they're letting them play. We've not seen a timeout called in the first half. The exact opposite of what we saw in the JV game that seemed like a timeout about every 30 seconds. So, again, from the half, it is the Tigers on top. It's their first home game of the season. And there is a rumor, a little birdie on my shoulder. Well, it's not a little birdie, I guess. It's actually Coach Lamont. I talked to him right before the varsity game started. We were scheduled to do an interview with him before the game. Sorry about that, turns out. And we want to thank Randy Guest for coming up and fixing the problem. There was just a technical issue that blocks, which most schools have in their system. So, either way, Randy got us going. We got into the JV game, which Charlie, we had the pleasure of listening to Charlie call the JV game. Unfortunately, it went the way of the Indians, but now we're calling the varsity game, trying to get that first win under the 2024-2025 season. So we'll listen to a few of our sponsors, but when we come back, it's the second half of the Tigers versus the Jackson Indians right here on the Boot Heel Sports Network. Come right back, folks.
Great food and electrifying atmosphere and entertaining people. Come on in to Home Plate Bar and Grill, located at 1710 State Highway 84 in Hayti, Missouri. No matter if it's high noon or closing time, it's never too late to slide in to Home Plate. Little Pizza Heaven, located at 503 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville, Missouri. You can eat in, take out, or get delivered. So make sure you call them at 573-333-0490 or go by and see Chrissy and the gang. Once again, that's 503 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville, Missouri, where they offer more than great pizza. Little Pizza Heaven, a Caruthersville tradition. Hey, if you want a truck or a real fine car, Faulkner Auto Sales can get you cruising in any style. If Faulkners don't have it, they can get it. And if they can't get it, it's not even made. Go see Dwayne and Kevin at Faulkner Auto Sales on Truman Boulevard in Caruthersville or call 573-333-3800. And remember, if Faulkner's is not on the back of your vehicle, it damn sure ought to be. Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service is an in-home supportive care provider serving the area from locations at 11.
We're for agriculture. For growers, doers, whatever it takers. We're for doing things with purpose. We're for the little guy with big guy dreams. We're for agriculture. We're for you. Nutrien Ag Solutions, leading the field.
Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service is an in-home supportive care provider serving the area from locations at 1119 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville and at 511 East M in Marston, Missouri. Glowing Hearts has friendly, professional employees who provide home nursing visits along with personal and homemaker services to enable clients to remain at home. There is a difference. See for yourself by calling Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service in Caruthersville at 922-5056 or in Marston at 643-2537.
That buzzer means only one thing. It is time for the second half. As the Tigers enter the second half leading by 2. 36-34 as they take the court. It'll be Indians basketball to start the third quarter. As we'll kick it in. Thomas out to Ernst. Ernst kicks it way out to Deck. Deck for three. You better believe it. Deck with another three-pointer adds to his team high scoring. He's got 14 now. And the Indians have a 1-point lead. Here's Sammy Bryant. He'll kick it down to the corner. Bounce pass down low to Germonte. He spins, puts it up, off the glass and in. Everything he does is pretty, and he was fouled. So Jamonte goes to the line for the three-point play as the Tigers regain the lead right now by 1. I tell you, I cannot tell you how impressed I am by this deck from Jackson. Tall, lanky feller, but he can shoot it. Here's Jamonte, you bet. Tigers back up by 2. 7:30 to go in the third quarter. Back and forth basketball here in Caruthersville. The Indians made about the hour trip. Ernst throws it away, but it was off the hands of Jamonte, went for the steal. That remains Jackson basketball. Jackson trailing by 2. Inbounds goes to Deck. Deck's going to drive. Here's another floater. This time it's no good. The rebound was Ernst, and a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Tigers. Monte and Ernst going for that one. Ends up being Tiger basketball up by 2. Just a minute into the second half. Driving. Dishing off to Monte. Monte kicks it away to Sargent. Sargent to Bryant. Bryant to McVeigh. McVeigh drives. Ran into a brick wall. Here's Sammy for 3. Off the back of the rim and no good. Here come the Indians on the rebound. Trying to set something up. Good defense by the Tigers. As they're in the man. And a foul on the shot by Toma. He will go to the stripe. Inbounds. Go, here's a 3. Put up. That one by Thomas. No good. Caruthersville going the other way, but had it stripped away, goes out of bounds. It is Tiger basketball. Thompson trying to get a handle on it. So the Tigers will bring it up. It's McVeigh. Tigers lead by 2. Game could not get any closer than it's been all night. Bryant gives it back to Sargent. Sargent. McClewey for 3, but no good. Rebounded by the Tigers. Back out to Sargent. He lost the handle. 1-on-2 for Deck. Deck just throws it away. He was looking for a partner to pass it to. And they're going to say that was out on the Tigers. And that's no, they're saying that there was, they're going to say that was out on the Tigers. Deck literally threw that ball to nobody. And now he's going to shoot a long 3. No good. Rebounded and a foul. And number 3 heads to the stripe. On the scorebook, number 3 is Thomas. Number 10 is Toma. Either way, it's number 3. If you're from Jackson, you know. Shot up and no good. Still a 2-point game. Charlie, I'm confused. Deck was on a fast break. He thought he had someone to pass it to. His little bounce pass just went straight out of bounds. Yeah, I didn't see the foul. You might be right. If they did, it would have been on Moten, his 4th. I got you. Second shot up and good off the glass. It's a 1-point ball game. 6 minutes to go. Jamonte brings it up. Wearing one sleeve on the right leg. Jamonte downloaded Truss. Truss up, in, good. Tigers back to a 3-point lead. They've really got a little bread and butter play going with a bounce pass down to Truss down low. He's in a battle as we speak. Here's Deck. He's double teamed. Lost the handle on the ball, but they're going to say he was fouled. That's going to be against Sammy Bryant. Don't think Coach Bell agrees. Nonetheless, it'll be Indian basketball. All the way back now to midcourt. Driving. Here's Deck for three again, this time off the rim. You could tell that one wasn't going to make it, and a rebound by the Tigers. McClure kicks it out. McVeigh to Monte. Monte driving up. He was fouled. Shot no good, but he will go to the stripe. And that is 4 fouls now. On number 2 for the Indians. Monte's first shot is good. 4-point lead for the Tigers. Their biggest lead of the night was 6. Love to get back to that and more. Jermonte, shot, up. Bounces, no good. Rebounded by the Indians. And there was a foul. That was on Deck as he went up for the rebound, apparently. Got an arm in on somebody, so... For correction, I believe the foul is going to go against Thompson. That's his third. Here's a pass out to Sammy Bryant. Now it's McClure. McClure thought about the shot, now gives it back to Bryant. Bryant for 3. Drains it! And that's a 7-point lead, the Tigers' biggest lead of the night. Sammy makes it look effortless. Deck driving, double teamed, fouled underneath the rim. And a good sportsmanship to pick up Trust. That was actually Criddle under the rim, but it was Deck that was fouled. The two favor quite a bit. They both wear, there's 4 and 14, both tall, lanky, short hair. But Deck has been good from the line tonight, makes that one. Brings it back to a 6-point game. Deck has 4 points in the third quarter. He's got a shot at 5. And he nails it. 45-39. Excuse me, 45-40. 5-point lead for the Tigers. Under 5 to go in the third. Here's McVeigh out to Sammy. Sammy's got the hot hand. Sammy's going to shoot it for 3. No this time. Off the hands of Truss and into the hands of Deck. Deck bringing it up for the Indians. Deck still driving, now dishing it off to the corner. Deck gets it back. He's going to drive baseline. Puts the shot up and off the glass and good. Nothing this man can't do. Back to a 3-point lead for the Tigers. McClure bringing it up. McClure out to McVeigh. McVeigh to Benson. Benson nearly had it stolen. Now he will dish it off. McClure down in the corner. Here's a 3 from Sammy. Too strong. Rebounded by the Indians. They've got a shot to tie it up. Pass down low. A wide open shot made by Toma. And now we're going to have a timeout. Timeout taken on the court. So we'll do the same. Finally, we'll hear from some sponsors on a timeout on the court. And right now, we got ourselves a 1-point ball game. It's Tigers 45, Indians 44. We'll be right back on the Boot Heel Sports Network.
Hey, would you like your own slice of heaven? You can do that at Little Pizza Heaven in Caruthersville, Missouri. You can eat in, take out, or have it delivered. You can call 573-333-0490 or go by and see Christy and the gang at 503 Ward Avenue, Caruthersville, Missouri. A Caruthersville tradition.
So we are back after the timeout, taking on the court. Give these young men a little breather. Give all of us a little breather. 1-point ball game as the Indians are on a 6-0 run. Tigers and McClure looking to stop that. He goes baseline. His shot was blocked. And it's going the other way. Deck finds Criddle. Criddle puts it up off the glass. No good. Rebounded by the Indians and a foul. And that'll be Criddle going to the line for the first time tonight. Criddle shot up, no good. So the Tigers keep the 1-point lead, 3.5 to go in the third. Out to the top to McVeigh. McVeigh drives, still driving, puts it up, no good, too strong. And another rebound by Jackson. Here's Criddle. Criddle up and off the glass and good. Criddle's got his first 2 of the night. Tigers now trailing by 1, 46-45. Pass out to McCloey. He's going to shoot a 3 and got it. Just like that, Tigers back up by 2. You never know who's going to fire at any minute. That time, McCloey. Strong defense out there against Thomas. Now a pass to Thompson. His shot was blocked, but then put back up. That was Toma. And back to a tie ball game. Sammy Bryant thought about the 3, but here's a 3, no good from Benson. Too strong. He was wide open in the corner. Here's a drive from Deck, and he nearly throws it away. And it's sliding. That's going to be a travel. Now number 3 lost his footing as he slid, which is the same as taking a couple steps, traveling against the Indians. And we have substitutions. Forrest comes back in for Jackson, and Moten has checked back in. We got to watch him. He's got 4 fouls. Alexander kicks out to Sammy. Sammy for 3. No. And it's rebounded by Deck. To Ivy. Ivy to the corner. Back up top. Now stolen. Here's Germonte by himself. Up and in. Oh, how bad the crowd wanted it a dunk, but didn't happen. Either way, that's 2 more points for Germonte. That puts the Tigers at 50, and that brings us to a timeout on the floor. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back on the Boot Heel Sports Network with the Tigers leading 50-48.
Life is a balancing act, but banking doesn't have to be. First State Community Bank's new digital banking fits seamlessly into your lifestyle, putting you in control of your finances more conveniently than ever, so you can bank on your terms and your time. With credit monitoring, card controls, and sharing tools all at your fingertips, it might be time to celebrate. With First State Community Bank, banking is always in motion. Simplify your life and explore our digital banking today.
Cheerleaders getting the Tiger fans fired up. Here's Joe Parkinson Gymnasium in Caruthersville. Tigers lead 50-48 with under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Tigers busted this open to a 7-point lead, then a 6-0 run by the Indians. Got it back in closing distance. Then it was tied 48-all. Now we're at a 2-point lead for the Tigers, but it is Indian basketball. Pass goes out to Deck. He's at the wing, driving. Deck stops and puts up a 5-footer. Good. We're tied again. Deck continues to pour on the points. Alexander brings it up for the Tigers. He dishes it off to McCloey. Back to, well, that goes to Moten. Back out to McCloey. Down low. Kicked out to Sammy. He's going to try another 3. It's short. Just barely got the net, but a rebound put up and in. That was McVeigh. Right place, right time. Tigers up by 2. Under a minute to go in the third. Pass out to Deck. He's at the very top. Now he's going to drive. He's double teamed. Kicks it out to a wide open Criddle for 3. It's short. Rebounded by the Tigers. 47 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Germonte brings it up. Tigers up by 2. Here's Sammy. Throws it down low to McVeigh. McVeigh Under deep pressure, rebounded, offensive rebound by Monte, and he's fouled. Jamonte will go back to the line. As we mentioned, Deck on that last 5-footer that he made to give 50 points to the Indians. He's now at 19 for the game. First shot from Monte is good. 3-point lead for the Tigers with 35 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Folks, I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. We want to thank you for tuning into the Boot Heel Sports Network. We've had a good one here as it's opening night for the Tigers here at home. Monte's second. Off the back of the rim. Rebounded by the Tigers. Put right back up. That's no good. Knocked around but rebounded this time by the Indians. Jackson's got it and brings it up. Here comes the pressure from the Tigers now. Going all the way to the hoop. Nearly coast to coast was Deck. He's got 10 in the quarter. Back to a 1-point ball game. 15 seconds. Tigers looking for the last shot of the quarter. Pass goes out to McClooey. McClooey. Pass was tipped to Bryant. Bryant, 3 seconds. McClooey for 3. No, good. It's short. And that's the end of the third quarter. So, after 3 quarters of basketball, we find ourselves with a 1-point ball game. 8 minutes to go. 1 quarter of basketball left, and the Tigers cling to a 1-point lead as 53-52. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on the Boot Heel Sports Network.
Hey, if you want a truck or a real fine car, Faulkner Auto Sales can get you cruising in any style. If Faulkners don't have it, they can get it. And if they can't get it, it's not even made. Go see Dwayne and Kevin at Faulkner Auto Sales on Truman Boulevard in Caruthersville or call 573-333-3800. And remember, if Faulkner's is not on the back of your vehicle, it damn sure ought to be.
Cheerleaders athletic. Charlie, can you do a backflip?
No, not at all. I can't even get close to a backflip. I'll break my neck if I even try. Can you?
I think I can dive backwards into a pool. That's as close as I get.
No? That's scary.
I can't do what they do. Here we go. 8 minutes to go. We got a fabulous game on our hands. 1-point ball game. As we start the fourth and final quarter, Indians have the ball. Deck inbounds it. This is Thomas. Thomas back to Deck. Deck now back to Thomas at the top. Bounce pass down to Deck. Up, off the glass and good. You cannot stop him. We are at a 1-point ball game with Jackson on top. 54-53. Tigers moving the ball around coast to coast. Sammy to Sargent. Sargent to Monte. Monte back up top. That's going to be Jackson. Jackson to Sammy. Sammy thought about the 3 and decided to dish it off to Colby Sargent. The Bull back with the ball. Great ball movement. Jermonte thought about the 3. He drives. But before he could shoot it, he was fouled. We'll see who the foul was on. There are a couple players in foul trouble. That one is the 3rd foul against Ernst. Tigers on the inbounds. High and dangerous, but Jermonte comes down with it and then lost it. That'll be Jackson ball. Jackson leading by 1 point with 7:09 remaining in the final quarter. Thomas brings it up. Bounce pass out to Ernst, or to Thompson. Down low. And that was, guess who? That was Deck for 2 more. And now Jackson leads by 3. Jermonte out to McVeigh. To the top to Sargent, to McVeigh for 3. No good. Rebounded by Monte. Monte is fouled. Another offensive board for Jermonte Alexander. That'll send him right back to the line. He can inch the Tigers closer as they trail by 3. He'll shoot 2. That is the 4th foul now on the big man Thompson. And Monte drains his first. Couple subs in. Ivy back in for Thompson. And Criddle is back in the game for the Indians. It's foul trouble for both sides. No one fouled out yet. Monte's second shot, no good. So it's still a 2-point lead by the Indians. Deck to bring it up. Nearly stolen. No, that was Criddle to Deck. Deck back to Criddle. There's the Thomas for three. No good. Rebounded by the Indians. Short. Tigers take it away. That's Jackson bringing it up. Tigers trail by 2. Monte out to Jackson. His pass is knocked out of bounds. Tiger basketball. 6:16 remaining in the game with the Indians on top by 2. The inbounds is knocked away. Now it's up in the air. It'll be taken away by Jackson. Thomas will find Criddle at the top. Criddle to Deck. Deck. Pass down low to a wide open man and a foul. Number 3. Was wide open. Deck made the assist down low. He put it up off the glass. It was good. That gives the Indians a 4-point lead with a chance to make it 5 with a free throw. Up and good. 5-point lead for Jackson. 6:03 to go in the fourth quarter. Jackson has not held this big of a lead in quite some time. I think only once in this game. Now it's McClure out to the top. Down low. Sammy Bryant for 3. You bet! That makes it a 2-point game. Jackson up by 2. Brought up by Criddle. Here's Ivy. Thought about the shot. Thomas, baseline. Had it. Knocked away. The Tigers going the other way. 3-on-2. Here's Sammy for 3. No. Bryant gets his own rebound. Puts it up. And it drops. We're tied. That's athleticism, folks. And a timeout on the court. The momentum swings. Tigers on a 5-0 run to tie it up. 59-all. We got 5 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in this game. We are knotted up 59 apiece. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Hey, are you doing a jailhouse rock and would much rather be having a house party? You can call Moss Bell Bonds at 573-359-4935 or 573-333-2916. They're available 24 hours a day. Also having a payment plan and credit cards accepted. You can make bail 1 minute from jail. Freedom loss, call Moss.
What a game we are watching tonight here in Caruthersville. The Jackson Indians from about an hour north up 55. Then instead of going to Cape, you make a left. I still have a few friends from college that live in Jackson. Very beautiful city. But right now, let's talk about basketball. 5:17 remaining in the game. We're all tied up at 59 apiece. The Jackson Indians and the Caruthersville Tigers. Jackson with the ball. It's Ivy from the wing. He'll get rid of it. That goes out to Criddle. Criddle will give it to the hot-handed Deck. This time it's too strong. Ball's loose. Ivy comes up with it. Ivy is fouled. On the court foul. No shot. So it should be Jackson ball under the rim, and it is. That foul was against McVeigh. That's just his second foul on the night. Inbounds. Looking. Finally, wait a minute. Timeout called. Timeout called as Indians couldn't get it inbounds. They'll take a timeout. We do the same. We are still tied 59 apiece. You listen to Jeremy Abrams and Charlie Duckworth on the Boot Hill Sports Network.
Great food and electrifying atmosphere and entertaining people. Come on in to Home Plate Bar and Grill, located at 1710 State Highway 84 in Hayti, Missouri. No matter if it's high noon or closing time, it's never too late to slide in to Home Plate.
So the teams have talked it over again. That was great defense by the Tigers, forcing Jackson to call a timeout as they could not get the ball in bounds. They'll try it again after the timeout. 4:56. We are all tied up. Here's the inbounds. Goes out to Criddle. Criddle from the top. He'll find Thomas. Thomas looking, and he'll get rid of it. This goes to Deck. Too strong. Rebounded by Ivy. He puts it up off the board. No good. This time in. And it's back to a 2-point lead for Jackson. Here comes their crowd getting loud. Monte brings it up for the Tigers. Out to Sammy. Oh, Sammy thought about it twice. Nearly pulled the trigger. Now got rid of it. Back to Germonte. Jackson. Out to McVeigh. To Jackson. Zone defense. And driving it is McClue. He's up. No foul called. A lot of contact. It goes the other way. Indians up by 2. Wide open man under the rim is Criddle, and he scores. He's got 4 in the quarter. And Lamont is going to let the coach know how he feels about that. There was a lot of contact under the rim, but no call. And we're going to take a timeout on the court. So we went from no timeouts in the first half to all kinds of timeouts now. We'll take a timeout too and let everyone cool down a little bit. It is now a 4-point lead for the guests, the Indians. And don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Boot Heel Sports Network.
Life is a balancing act, but banking doesn't have to be. First State Community Bank's new digital banking fits seamlessly into your lifestyle, putting you in control of your finances more conveniently than ever, so you can bank on your terms and your time. With credit monitoring, card controls, and sharing tools all.
So after the timeout, it is Tiger basketball. They trail by 4. Get the game clock reset. There we go. We're just under 4 minutes to go. If the Tigers are going to win this one, they're going to have to come back, trailing by 4. Monte dribbling from the top. Goes off to Sargent. Now it goes down low. And a foul on the shot. I believe Sargent. Nope. That'll be Rogers. Looks like he has just checked into the game. So Demarion Rogers, or Bigham as we know him here in Caruthersville, goes to the line for 2. First shot up. No good. A little too strong. So 3:44. Tigers trail by 4. Rogers' second free throw. No good. Rebounded by the Indians and Criddle. Gives it out to Deck. Deck nearly lost it, but regained his composure, and he'll try to set it up with his team leading by 4. Bounce pass out to Criddle, now out to Deck. Deck's going to take it himself all the way to the rim, up and in. Little windmill move, and that's 16 points in the second half for Deck alone. It is a 6-point game in favor of Jackson. Here's Sargent, out to Germonte. Alexander to McVeigh. McVeigh driving. Lost the ball for a minute, now puts it up, and it's good. Quan McVeigh with 2 points. And a timeout on the court. Back to a 4-point game. 3:02 now remaining. It is the Indians 65, the Tigers 61, 3:02 remaining. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Boot Heel Sports Network.
Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service is an in-home supportive care provider serving the area from locations at 1119 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville and at 511 East M in Marston, Missouri. Glowing Hearts has friendly, professional employees who provide home nursing visits along with personal and homemaker services to enable clients to remain at home. There is a difference. See for yourself by calling Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service in Caruthersville at 922-5056 or in Marston at 643-2537.
Here we go. Time is running out. 3:02 remaining in the game. Jackson leads the Tigers 65-61. It is Indian basketball. And it looks like the Tigers are going to bring the pressure and a full court press for the first time tonight. Not necessarily desperation, just looking to change things up a little bit. Driving is Thomas. He's going to slow down. Pass goes to Deck. Deck kicks it out. This is Thomas. He's driving. He finds Deck. Deck thought about the three. He's pushed by Sammy. That was before the shot. It's actually the first foul on Sammy tonight. The Indians will inbounds under the rim. Bounce pass down low. And another foul. This time it'll be on Truss, as Criddle was looking to shoot. Couple substitutions. Looks like Jackson and McClure are back in for the Tigers. Another inbounds for the Indians, up by 4. Quick inbounds to Thompson. He kicks it to Ernst. Shot up, no good. Another Indian rebound. Deck fakes the three. Now pulls up from just in front of the stripe. No good. A rebound by the Indians. Tigers had it for a second. Shot blocked. And he going the other way. McVeigh. He finds Sammy. Sammy for three. In and out of the hoop. Ball is loose. Bodies flying. And it looks like we'll have a foul on the court. Wait and sort this one out. And that is the 5th foul for Thompson. He has fouled out of the game. He gets a nice hand from the Jackson fans. He finishes the game with 6 points and 5 fouls. Tigers under the boards, inbounding it all the way up top to Monte. Monte gives it to McClure, back to Monte. Tigers need to score. They're down by 4. Monte for 3. No good. Rebounded by Ivy, and a foul on the Tigers. That will bring the ball all the way down court as Ivy will shoot with the Tigers in a 1-on-1 situation. 2:04 remaining. Indians up by 4. Tigers are going to need a little bit of that magic we saw during the football season. Ivy's first shot is no good. That stayed up on the rim for a while. Good news for the Tigers as they still trail by 4 points. Plenty of time. 124 seconds. Ivy's second shot. Too strong. A fight for the rebound. Indians have it. Lost it. Tigers have it. Sammy Bryant, 1-on-1. And he is blocked on the shot. And he will go to the line. Couldn't get the layup to go, but he will shoot 2 to try to chip away at this lead. Just under 2 minutes remaining in the game. Key steal by the Tigers underneath the rim. So Bryant from the line, first shot was short and he knew it. And he's going to hear it too. Don't worry about it. He's the bull. He'll rebound. Second shot to make it a 3-point game. No good, but rebounded by the Tigers. Jermonte, he lost the handle. Going the other way. Finally regaining his composure is Toma. Toma gets it to Thomas. And Thomas will restart things from the top. Indians still up by 4. A minute 40 to go. And Deck driving was fouled. So in the bonus, I don't think that was a shooting foul. Deck will go to the line. He's the leading scorer. He's got 27 tonight. Make it 28. 5-point lead for Jackson. A minute 37 to go. And he hits them both. That'll make it a 6-point game. The Indians on top as we take a timeout. A minute 37 remaining. Folks, don't go anywhere. The Tigers are on the prowl. They need the comeback. We're a minute 37 from the end of this game. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Boot Deal Sports Network.
Hey, if you want a truck or a real fine car, Faulkner Auto Sales can get you cruising in any style. If Faulkners don't have it, they can get it. And if they can't get it, it's not even made. Go see Dwayne and Kevin at Faulkner Auto Sales on Truman Boulevard in Caruthersville or call 573-333-3800. And remember, if Faulkner's is not on the back of your vehicle, it damn sure ought to be.
1:37 remaining. Tigers trail now by 6. They'll bring the ball up. Jermonte finally picks us up. That'll start the clock. Tigers nearly threw it away. McClure recovered. It's out top to McVeigh. Here's McClure for 3. They need it. No good. And rebounded by Deck. Going the other way. He's double teamed. And now a fight for the ball. It'll be a jump ball as Deck was triple teamed. And possession arrow says Tiger basketball. 1:16 remaining. Here's Jermonte bringing it up. Tigers down by 6. They need something and they need it now. 70 seconds remaining in the game. Here's McClure. Gonna kick it out to McVeigh. McVeigh to Monte. Jermonte driving, kicking it out. Wide open look. No good for the Tigers. That was Sammy Bryant. And now here comes the pressure. We're under a minute to go here in this game. Ivy bringing it up. Indians are going to try to kill as much clock as possible here. Ball goes out to Thomas. 40 seconds to go. And finally a foul. Foul on McClure. He's got plenty to give. I believe that's his second. Yes, it is. And in the bonus, the Indians go to the line. And this is Thomas. First shot's no good. 39.8 seconds remaining with the Tigers down by 6. Hard fought both ways all night. What a game. Second shot, too strong. Rebounded by the Tigers. It's Jermonte. Going the other way. Working quickly. Finds a man in the corner. It's McClure. His shot's no good. Rebounded by Jermonte. And eventually taken away by the Indians. Ivy, he finds a man wide open. They're not going to shoot it, though. They're going to force the foul. Don't think we had a foul call. I think the ball was just knocked out of bounds there by the Tigers as Jackson was looking for the foul. "20 seconds to go. Tigers down by 6. It is Indian basketball. Tigers led for the majority of this game. And since the 59 all tie, it's been just about all Jackson Indians. Here comes the inbounds. Jackson looking to foul. And They finally call it. It's against Deck, so he'll go to the line. Time running out for the Tigers. And that is the 5th foul on Jackson. He fouls out for the Tigers. But a foul was needed there. Just so happened he was the one covering Deck. Deck can just about seal the deal here. First shot. No good. That keeps it to a 6-point lead. This next shot is huge. Deck sinks it. 7-point lead. 13 seconds to go. And the inbounds. McVeigh driving. He's going to pull up for 3. No good. Rebounded by the Indians. And that is going to do it. Final score from Joe Parkinson Gymnasium. It is the Jackson Indians 68, Caruthersville Tigers 61. The Tigers led throughout most of the game, but in the end, the Indians pulled away, and it was mostly in the 4th quarter. So the Tigers dropped to 0-4 on the season. The Indians advanced to 3-1. We'll take a quick timeout, hear from a couple of our sponsors, come right back with a wrap-up of this game. Again, final score from Caruthersville, the Jackson Indians 68, the Tigers 61. We'll be back after this.
We're for agriculture. For growers, doers, whatever it takers. We're for doing things with purpose. We're for the little guy with big guy dreams. We're for agriculture. We're for you. Nutrien Ag Solutions, leading the field.
Little Pizza Heaven, located at 503 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville, Missouri. You can eat in, take out, or get delivered. So make sure you call them at 573-333-0490 or go by and see Chrissy and the gang. Once again, that's 503 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville, Missouri, where they offer more than great pizza. Little Pizza Heaven, a Caruthersville tradition. Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service is an in-home supportive care provider serving the area from locations at 1119 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville and at 511 East M in Marston, Missouri. Glowing Hearts has friendly, professional employees who provide home nursing visits along with personal and homemaker services to enable clients to remain at home. There is a difference. See for yourself by calling Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service in Caruthersville at 922-5056 or in Marston at 643-2537.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Welcome back to the final here at Joe Parkinson Gymnasium in Caruthersville. The Jackson Indians come back. They trailed through most of this game, but they win both sets of the game tonight, JV and varsity. Varsity, the final was 68-61, and for the Indians, it was all about that man, Deck, number 4. He finished the game with 35 points. Clearly leading the way for the Indians. Other scores for the Indians. Ivy had 4. Those came all in the first quarter. 1 point from Thomas, 2 from Thomas, 4 from Criddle, 6 from Ernst, and 6 from Thompson. Thompson, the only player for the Indians to foul out. And, of course, 35 by Deck. That's where we get the 68 points. Charlie, let's hear about the Tigers.
Well, even in defeat, the Tigers looked pretty decent out there. I mean, you look across the stat sheet, the biggest glaring issue is 25 team fouls. 3 players fouled out, which were Terrence Jackson, Amarion Truss, Gavin Moten. But besides that, Xavier McClui, 9 points. He came on hot there for a little bit. Sammy Bryant had 15, Dramonte Alexander 16, Quan McVeigh 17, Colby Sargent 2, and Amarion Truss 6, which equals 61 points.
Thank you, Charlie. And now, as a special conclusion to the game, I am joined by Tiger head coach Lamont Bell. Give us just 1 second, and Lamont will be on the air with us. Coach, hard-fought game all the way around. You led through most of the game, and then in the fourth quarter, a little bit of foul trouble, and they just kind of pulled away after that 59-59 tie. Seemed like the Indians just kind of pulled away. What happened there in the fourth quarter?
Well, foul trouble got us, man. Then I think fatigue set in. We had some good looks late when they made their run. We had a lot of good looks, and we could have tied it up and took the lead. A couple of them rimmed out, but hey, the effort they displayed tonight against a good Jackson team, that's 2 back-to-back games. I'm probably the happiest coach in the world to be 0-4 because my team got better, and they got better quick.
There's no doubt about it, and you can tell for one thing that we mentioned on the air, this team is definitely, there's no fatigue to this team. They're in shape, that's for sure. There was no timeouts in the entire first half. These guys were just back and forth all night long, and not one person did I see gassed or asking for water or anything like that. So this is definitely a team that's in shape and ready. And remember, it may be 0-4, but this is a long season, and you've played 4 very talented teams.
Yeah, I played 3 6A schools and 1 5A, and that's the way I set it up. Of course, we wanted to upset one of those teams, but we just building for February. I could have took the easy route and picked some easier teams, but this is what I wanted to do. I'm proud of my guys, how they fought. I think Xavier McClui came in and did some great things. And, he's been sick for the last week and a half. Once he gets his win back, I think him and Monte Q is going to be a pretty good combination for us. I'm excited.
Well, and the boys really spread it around as far as the points-wise. And you're right about the shooters. You got a lot of shooters out there. I was surprised. I was really surprised to see Colby Sargent take some shots from the outside, but it looked like everyone had good looks tonight. It just didn't at the end go your way. But I couldn't have said it better myself. This doesn't look like an 0-4 team. It doesn't feel like an 0-4 team. But then again, folks, if you're a big fan of like college basketball and you watch the good teams run off a 9-0 streak, that's because they're playing teams they don't belong. They're getting paid to pay those teams, and that's different. Coach Lamont has said he wanted to play some big teams, and when you're talking 6 and 5A class teams, it doesn't get bigger than that.
Yeah, like I said, I just want to compete and get better. I would rather lose early and win late. Last few years we've been winning early and couldn't finish late. And if you take a look at the history of Charleston's, the New Madrids, they play big boys early, and they always finish in the end. And that's my plan this year. Like I said, I'm very excited about our guys. I really thought we was gonna pull this one off. You get four guys foul out the game. That's score points for you, and we're still keeping the single digits against a great Jackson team. So, kudos to Jackson. I appreciate them for coming down to play us. Much respect for the coaches and the players. I think both teams play hard, display great sportsmanship, and that's what we want. So we're getting ready to step into next week and get some conference play and a couple of district games, and I'm excited going into next week.
Well, and speaking of next week, you're going to start off with Kelly here.
Yep.
And then just right after that, 2 nights later, Portersville comes to town. So what's the weekend going to look like for your guys as far as getting ready for Kelly and Portersville?
We'll probably come in Sunday and get us a good hour and a half in. I don't know how long we'll be able to practice Monday because we're hosting the Boot Hill Conference tournament in middle school. So we'll come in Sunday. We'll game plan a little bit. Kelly's going to bring it. It's going to be another great game. Kelly's athletic. They're strong. They're well coached, and that's a district game. So we gotta put it together because that's one we gotta have.
And then Portersville right after that.
Yeah, Portersville is Portersville. I never seen Portersville put a bad team on the floor. They may not be strong as others, but they never put a bad team on the floor. So they'll be up for the game. Like I said, it's a big conference game, and we just got to take care of business. I think we've been battle tested. River Bend, then with Bluff Tuesday night, and now Jackson tonight. That's the best of the best, and I'm proud of my boys.
And as well you should be. And then we try not to look too far ahead, but since we're talking about it, you go ahead, and after you got Kelly, you got Portersville here, then Friday night you go down to South Penn, and that place is it's a rock concert every time.
Yep.
Down at South Penn. So 3 big games next week.
Yep, and then we come back the next week with a tough Lake County and a tough Notre Dame team. So, I told the guys, and I was just straight up with them. I said, you guys, this will be the toughest schedule before Christmas that I ever had in the helm of me coaching as head coach. Never had a schedule this tough. We usually go on the break either 7-1 or 6-2, but it was teams that not the caliber we played of this year so far. So, like I said, we're excited. We still kind of banged up and things, but it's getting better. I think we'll be a force to reckon with.
I do too, and I think that it's safe to say, with the schedule you put forth, these guys are going to earn their Christmas break.
They're going to earn it.
They're going to earn it.
And we right back to Manila the day after Christmas. So it don't get into easy. Like I said, we working for February. That's our whole intention. We're working for February.
It was a pleasure to call the game tonight. Great back and forth game, and like you said, great sportsmanship. You could see it from both teams. So hats off to this Jackson Indian team going 3-1, and good luck to them the rest of the season. Coach, get some rest. It's late. It's Friday night. I'm sure you've had a long week, and we'll be right here Monday night. We'll see you against Kelly and Kent, and we're looking forward to it.
Yep, I appreciate you guys for covering us, man. Thanks a lot.
We enjoy it more than you know, and we give you guys just as much as respect as you guys give us, as much as you give us, that's for sure. So, Coach, thank you so much for joining us. That's head coach of the Tigers, Lamont Bell. He was kind enough to join us after the game. Supposed to be before the game. Technical difficulties. Randy Guest fixed it. We're all good. So, final from Caruthersville is 68-61. Jackson on top. Coach, we'll see you Monday night right here at Joe Parkinson Gymnasium.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
So that was Tigers head coach Lamont Bell, good enough to join us after taking a loss in what was a very hard-fought, but was a great game all around. Good sportsmanship. He did a lot of foul trouble for the Tigers. They did miss a couple open shots, but they also made some real good shots. I got a good feeling about this team. Coach lined them up with a real tough stretch, and they're feeling it right now at 0-4, Charlie.
Yeah, you just got to wait and see with this team. It's a process. I mean, when you have to start off the year West Memphis, Marion, Poplar Bluff, Jackson, it's a tough stretch. Then you look forward, Kelly, Portersville, South Penn, Lake County, Notre Dame, Christmas tournament. And then you go to Malden to start off 2025. It is a stretch of just good basketball. Like, you have to be picture perfect in these games if you want to even stand a chance against some of these teams.
Well, I'll say this, regardless of the record, come, let's just say at that game, the 7th, that'll be January 7th of 2025, the new year. Regardless of the record, this will probably be the toughest team in the boot heel.
Oh, this is going to be the roughest, the toughest, the fastest, the meanest, the strongest team in the boot hill after this run. This is, I mean, quite possibly the hardest run in any area high school team so far.
In my 20-plus years of covering local area sports, I think it's the toughest stretch I've seen in any sport.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you're playing teams with 2 times the funding over, and you are holding them to just a 24-point deficit when you're a Class 2 team in
Class 2 against a Class 6?
Yeah, in a little town of Missouri. And then here in against Jackson, a school that is huge, and you're this little school in southeast Missouri, you held them to within 7, and you had them for a long time in this game. Just got to get that finish right.
That's going to wrap it up from Caruthersville. We want to say a special thank you to all of our sponsors, everyone who tuned in to listen to us. and everyone who ever tunes in to listen to Caruthersville, Haytie, Portersville, South Penn, wherever we go and whatever we do, our shows, Shooting Hoops in the Booth, I'll Take the Over, all of our coaches specials. Thank you, everyone, for tuning this in, making it so special. We got a couple new sponsors on the way next week, Charlie. I'm excited to tell you about that.
Ooh.
I'm excited for you at home to see who's joining the team of the Boot Hill Sports Network. And again, if you want to join the team, it's basketball season, folks. Basketball season runs all the way to late February. We'd love to have you join the Boot Hill Sports Network. You can contact myself, Mark Manley, Chris Brown, or Charlie Duckworth. You'll get the information. If I haven't seen you face to face, I'll love to and I'll try to. If not, just give us a shout on the Boot Hill Sports Network. So, Charlie Duckworth, thanks so much for the junior varsity game. And for Charlie, all of you at home, for Coach Lamont Bell, who was so gracious to give us his time. And by the way, a quick shout out, since we can do it here in Caruthersville. I'm staring at him right now. The Coach of the Year for the Boot Hill Conference, Dominic Guglielmo. And we also brought home the Defensive Player of the Year, the Derlin Moore Trophy,
Boom,
Oscar
boom,
Dominguez.
boom.
So, congratulations to those two. And I'll leave it at this. The Cape Girardeau running back had a fantastic season, but I sure thought Monte was coming home with that gold.
I mean, you just gotta look at.
But he's still our champion, that's for
still
sure.
our car.
All right, folks, that'll do it. For Charlie Duckworth, I'm Jeremy Abrams. Thank you for tuning into the Boot Hill Sports Network as usual. We'll be right back on the air Monday night right here at Caruthersville against Kelly. That'll wrap it up. We'll see you Monday night.